Hey legends, it's them here. I've just wrapped up an epic adventure across Australia and mate, what a ride it was. From the outback to the ocean, this country's got it all. So grab a cuppa, sit back, and let me take you through my top 10 spots across the land down under. Australia, vast, wild, and utterly captivating. From the deserted beaches of Esperance to the tropical Lord Howe Island, there's something here to amaze you. And if there's one place that really blew me away, it's Tasmania, an island off the southeastern tip of the continent. In just a few days of driving around, I've experienced a colourful journey, mountains, forests, wildlife, the world is all in miniature. My most anticipated destination was Cradle Mountain. Located in Cradle Mountain, Lake St. Clair National Park, it boasts some of Tasmania's most spectacular scenery. But the highlight? The adorable wombats I saw in the Ronnie Creek area. You walk along wooden paths through grasslands and then, quietly in the middle of nature, wombats leisurely graze. It's like listening to ASMR in the jungle. The destination I've been looking forward to the most is Cradle Mountain. Located in Cradle Mountain, Lake St. Clair National Park, it has some of the most spectacular scenery in Tasmania. But the most special thing? The adorable wombats I've seen in the Ronnie Creek area. You walk on wooden paths through the grasslands and then quietly in the middle of nature the wombats are leisurely grazing. It's like listening to ASMR in the jungle. Australia is not just a place to live, it's a place to feel the breath of nature. If you're ever in need of a reason to get out of the city and reconnect with the land, let Tasmania be your starting point. Next on our journey, we will visit Whitehaven Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Located on Whitsunday Island, this place is only accessible by boat or seaplane. If you want to experience it on a budget, taking a boat from Airlie Beach or Shute Harbour on the mainland is a popular choice. When you arrive at Whitehaven, you will be immediately enchanted. The pristine white sand here is made of silica, making the sand almost glow in the sunlight. Combined with the clear turquoise water, the scene creates a beautiful swirl of colour, like a watercolour painting pouring out into the island's coves. If you want to admire the whole view from above, take the time to climb Hill Inlet. Look out from here, you will see the entire breathtaking beauty of the beach. This place is truly a natural wonder of another level. Not far away, on the mainland, is an equally fascinating place, Cape Hillsborough National Park. If you've ever imagined Australia with images of kangaroos skipping along the shore, Cape Hillsborough is the place to make that a reality. For the best chance of seeing kangaroos and wallabies, get up early around 5 a.m. In the glorious dawn light, kangaroos roam freely and forage for food from seaweed and mangrove seeds that wash up on the shore. It's a pristine and magical moment, one that can only be found in Australia. After we are going to head into Western Australia. At first, I thought maybe a quick drive across the country, right? Turns out, from Sydney to Perth, it's a 40-hour haul. So yeah, flying is definitely the way to go if you're short on time. But if you're up for an epic adventure, a 2-week road trip, totally worth it. Perth, the capital of Western Australia, is actually the 4th largest city in the country. But honestly, what stood out most to me wasn't the city, it was the coastline. Imagine this, white sand beaches stretching for miles, water so clear it looks like glass, and kangaroos just casually hanging out by the ocean. No, seriously. Welcome to Esperance, one of the most breathtaking coastal regions I've ever seen. Special shout out to my buddy Earth Tom, who captured some incredible shots of Esperance. His footage really does the place justice. I'll link his channel below if you want to dive deeper. Now, if you're visiting, Twilight Beach is a must. It's only a 10-minute drive from the town of Esperance. There's this huge rock just offshore, perfect for a little cliff jumping if you're feeling bold. Another gem in the region is Cape Le Grand. It's wild, untouched, and absolutely serene. You might even spot kangaroos lounging on the sand, living their best life. Australia's a long way from Canada, but if you ever make the trip, Western Australia should definitely be on your radar. Next up on our journey, let's swing back into Australia's vibrant urban life, starting with Sydney, perched on the southeastern coast. Originally established in 1788 as a British penal settlement, Sydney has transformed over the centuries into Australia's largest and most iconic city, now home to about 5 million residents. Of course, you can't talk about Sydney without mentioning the world-renowned Opera House. Opened in 1973, this architectural masterpiece sits right on the harbour and has become a global symbol of Australia. Now if you're like most Canadians and love the outdoors, you'll be drawn to Sydney's coastline. Just 20 minutes from the city center, you'll find Bondi Beach, a wide, golden stretch that's perfect for sunbathing, surfing, or just relaxing near the famous Bondi Icebergs pool, which hugs the edge of the ocean. Looking for something a little more low-key? Bronte Beach, a short walk south, is smaller and more relaxed. And if swimming in open water isn't your thing, the Bronte Baths, a scenic ocean pool carved into the rocks, offer a calm alternative. If you're up for a quick escape from the city, take a 90-minute drive inland to the majestic Blue Mountains. Named for the bluish haze that lingers above the forest, a result of eucalyptus oil mixing with mist and sunlight, the scenery here is unforgettable. Be sure to stop by the Three Sisters Lookout. It's an easy walk and rewards you with panoramic views of towering rock formations and rolling forested hills stretching into the distance. It's a must-see for any nature lover. After that, we'll journey into the heart of Australia to explore the legendary outback. From space, you can easily spot the contrast. Nearly all of Australia's cities hug the coastline, while the interior is a vast, sun-scorched expanse, painted in deep orange and red hues. That's the outback, remote, rugged, and full of mystique. At the center of this wilderness lies one of the country's most iconic natural wonders, Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock. This colossal sandstone formation rises dramatically from the flat desert floor and carries immense cultural significance. You can get there by flying into the small town of Ulara or by taking a scenic 4-hour drive from Alice Springs. Uluru is sacred to the Aboriginal people, who believe it's a spiritual resting place for ancestral beings. There's a certain stillness here, almost a presence, that leaves a deep impression. It's surreal how this massive rock stands alone in the middle of such an empty, powerful landscape. Next up, we'll be heading north to explore the ancient Daintree rainforest, just a 3-hour drive from Cairns. This remarkable destination blends towering mountains, untouched coastlines, and what is believed to be the oldest rainforest on Earth, dating back more than 110 million years. The Daintree is teeming with unique wildlife, including the elusive southern cassowary. One of the most captivating spots in the region is Cape Tribulation, where lush, green-covered peaks meet the turquoise sea. It's a landscape straight out of a dream, and easily one of the most breathtaking places I've ever seen in Australia. Next, let's make our way to Brisbane, a vibrant city on Australia's east coast. Established back in 1824, Brisbane has grown to become the third largest city in the country and is also the capital of Queensland. Built along the winding Brisbane River, the city enjoys around 260 days of sunshine each year, a true paradise for those who love the outdoors. Just about an hour south, you'll find the famous Gold Coast, a striking place where endless beaches meet towering skyscrapers, a scene that feels both urban and coastal at the same time. If you're craving something more serene and natural, head north for an hour to explore the Glasshouse Mountains. This dramatic cluster of 13 ancient volcanic peaks is unlike anything else. The tallest among them is Mount Biwa, rising 556 meters above sea level. And if you're up for something unforgettable, consider a scenic flight over the mountains. It's the best way to take in their unusual shapes and breathtaking beauty from above. Next, we'll make our way back to the ocean to explore one of Australia's most iconic natural wonders, the Great Barrier Reef. Stretching along the northeastern coast of Australia, this vast reef system spans over 2,300 kilometers and is so massive it's visible from space. It's recognized as the largest structure on Earth made by living organisms, a title it wears proudly. The Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and it's easy to see why. It's a thriving marine paradise, home to more than 10% of the world's fish species. From colorful coral gardens to graceful whales and even sharks, it's a dream destination for divers and nature lovers alike. If you're planning a visit, the coastal city of Cairns is one of the best gateways to the reef. Just a short 40-minute boat ride from the harbour will take you straight into some of the most pristine coral formations and islands in the region. Next up, we're making our way to Melbourne, the cultural heart of Victoria. Roughly a 9-hour drive from Sydney, Melbourne isn't just Australia's second largest city, it's also earned the title of world's most livable city for 7 straight years. Whether you're into street art, coffee culture, or nature escapes, Melbourne has something for everyone. Just outside the city, take a peaceful cruise through the scenic Black Spur Drive, a winding road surrounded by towering trees and misty ferns that feels like stepping into a storybook. But the real showstopper, The 12 Apostles. About 3 hours southwest of Melbourne along the Great Ocean Road, these dramatic limestone stacks rise out of the sea like nature's own sculpture gallery. Although erosion has reduced the number of stacks over time, one collapsed back in 2005, the site remains breathtaking. You can enjoy panoramic views from several cliffside lookouts or walk the boardwalk to marvel at the ever-changing coastline. And with that, we head toward our final destination. Let's explore a remote island paradise you've probably never heard of, Lord Howe Island, a hidden gem floating in the Tasman Sea between Australia and New Zealand. From Sydney, it's just a short 2-hour flight, but once you land, it feels like you've travelled to another world. Nicknamed Australia's Hawaii, Lord Howe is pristine, peaceful, and protected. In fact, only 400 visitors are allowed at any one time, helping the island remain untouched by mass tourism. Here's a wild fact: Lord Howe Island is the largest island in the world to have successfully eradicated all rats. That might not sound dramatic, but the impact is huge. Native birds and wildlife have made a remarkable comeback in this rat-free sanctuary. One of the biggest reasons I made the journey. Ball's Pyramid. This towering sea stack rises 572 meters straight from the ocean, making it the tallest of its kind on the planet. We took a 1-hour boat trip with Reef and Beyond Eco Tours to get up close. The sea was rough, so snorkeling wasn't possible that day, but circling the pyramid by boat was an unforgettable experience. It honestly felt like we were sailing into a lost world. Back on the island, the Ridge Trail hike offers jaw-dropping panoramic views of jagged cliffs, turquoise waters, and lush forest. Every step makes you feel like you're walking through a dream. And of course, the snorkeling. Lord Howe Island is home to the southernmost coral reef in the world. At Ned's Beach, we slipped into warm, clear water filled with vibrant fish and even the occasional sea turtle. Lord Howe Island isn't just another travel destination, it's a rare, wild, and magical experience. A place where nature takes the lead and you simply follow. These 10 places are just a small taste of what Australia has to offer. I will definitely be back for part 2, as there is so much more to this journey. What about you? Let me know your favorite place in Australia in the comments below.